Hello, dear student. How are you this morning? I'm really happy to be with you for the class of today. Mr. Watara, your English teacher, right? Last time I may say 2 weeks ago, we started in learning uh, a new chapter that is human rights. Okay, so today we are continuing on this way. Okay, so we are going to learn new vocabularies related to human right. Okay, and then before starting the class, here is the learning context. So let's read it together. Human Rights Watch HRW has published all the human rights and the violation across the world on its website. In order to prepare the presentation for the next English class, the students of the Education Department 2 of Aide are reading a publication of HIW in order to get informed. Alright, so after reading that learning context, the question I'm going to ask you is, what are the students doing? Obviously, the students are reading, right? Are reading a publication of HIW in order to get informed. Okay, so by reading or while reading, students they discover new vocabularies that we are going to see together. Okay, this first vocabulary is child labor. What is child labor? It is the employment of children in an industry, farm, or business, especially when illegal or considered exploitative, right? These two words are very important. What does it mean? The fact of using a child in a drug business, drug like marijuana, cannabis, and so on and so forth, this is illegal, right? So this is a kind of child labor. Also, there's a word that is considered exploitative, right? So you may use a child in a cocoa or coffee plantation. This is not allowed by the law. So this is what you call child labor. Okay. Okay. The second expression I may say that we are going to learn is to carry heavy loads. To carry heavy loads. It means to have literally it is a phrase that means to have responsibility for something difficult or unpleasant. Okay, this is a phrase. Literally speaking, it also means the fact of taking a load. It may be a bag or a luggage, a plastic bag that very heavy for you to take it and put it on your head, on your back, right? So this is it can also mean that also. Okay, all right. An example, he carries the heavy burden of leadership, right? Okay, I may say also he carry a very big plastic sack. Okay, so the fact of the point here is that the load is very heavy, or it's very difficult for someone to carry it. Okay, all right. So third vocabulary is threat. Threat. A threat is a person or a thing likely to cause damage or danger. Okay, so a threat can be a person or a thing. So the synonym is menace. Menace. Okay. An example, hurricane damage poses a major threat to many coastal communities. All right. Okay, it means that those people who are living to the seaside, right, they are menaced by hurricane damage. Hurricane in French is ouragan. right? Okay. Fourthly, the vocabulary is GDP. GDP is gross domestic product. So it is the monetary value of all the final goods. This is very important. Final goods and services produced in a specific period in a country, right? What does it mean? Final product, that is produit fini, cars, chocolate, and so on and so forth. You take the raw material, you transform it, and then we sell it. So all the those kind of goods and services in a country for a period of time, sold to people elsewhere. I don't know, it maybe everywhere. This is what you call GDP. Okay, so we value the GDP in terms of money, right? Let me say 1,000 billion of dollars and so on and so forth. Okay, thank you. So the fifth vocabulary is welfare. Welfare. So it is the health, happiness, or fortunes of a person or a group, right? So happiness, fortunes, health. Okay, the fact of somebody to feel, at ease, to be happy, to be in good health, uh, healthcare, to be in good, physical condition, right? To be also happy in one word. This is what you call welfare, right? An example: they do not give a damn about the welfare of the family. To give a damn means that to consider, right? Okay, or to take care of, right? If you are said to not to give a damn, it means that you don't consider. Okay. So let's come on again on the pronunciation of these new phrases that you discover. Child labor, child labor, to carry heavy loads, to carry heavy loads. Threat, threat, GDP, gross domestic product. Welfare. All right. So let's go to the second point of our lesson. Language function: distinguishing British from American English. Okay, so this part of the lesson is going to focus on the differences people can have between British and American English, and those differences are many, right? It may be the level of the pronunciation of the words, or at the level of the vocabularies, or at the level of the writing convention, and so forth and so forth. Okay, but here our focus is on the vocabularies. Here are some examples. uh, in British English we say uh, labor, right? It is the same pronunciation, but it is the writing that is very different. Okay, look at the different here. The different is the sound, the let me see, the vowel u, right? Labor. Okay, this one. Look at in American English, there is no u, the letter u. Okay. And also a second example: taxi. In American English they say cab. Okay, cab, right? Sweets in British English, it is in America it is say candy, right? So these are some of the differences you can have in terms of vocabulary, but there are more than 100 differences in terms of vocabulary. Okay, so for me to make sure that you have understood the class, so let's do this small activity together. Activity 2: distinguish British from American English. Okay, policeman, cop, center, bureau de change, currency exchange, right? Okay, here is the answer, right? In British English we say policeman. Look at the writing, center, but the the R does not become before the E, like in American English. Okay, look at here, policeman, cop. The American will say cop, but cop is a slang, right? Is a slang. And center, bureau de change, currency, exchange, right? Okay. For policeman and cop in British English, American English, they also say police officer, police officer. Okay, all right. So for you to deepen your knowledge about the differences in terms of vocabularies in English and American English, you may visit this website. There are more than 100 differences between two those two let me say system of English, right? Okay, so for further um let me say, for you to get trained at home, do these two exercises: workbook, language function application, page 33, workbook communication, page 34. You read the text entitled Ivory Coast count on, right? Here there's a mistake, on school to cut child labor in cocoa sector, and answer the question above for the next session. Thank you for listening. If you have any concerns about this class, get prepared to leave your comment or your question on the WhatsApp group. I'm gonna do my best, my best, so that to give you a satisfactorily answer about that. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Goodbye.